Welcome back to Farm Rescue. It is June and we've got some things to do. We got some weeds to take care of for the first time, and just taking a look at the grass. Yeah, I think we got maybe another month or so before we cut that. And we'll do this whole field and back behind the house as well at the same time. We moved our silage bales around and accidentally opened 2 of them, but we're going to sell all 14 of these when we sell this silage from this cut as well. And we're just going to hold off on that because we're not really needing a ton of money right now. It would be nice to get the debt paid off, but that'll happen in time. You can see here we've ordered 3 tanks, 3 pallets of herbicide. Probably too much, but we're going to get this down to the new oval-shaped field and get started. We already have the tractor down there. The farm mall is waiting for us. So we just got to fill it up and start spraying. And then we'll work our way back. The only field that we do not need to spray for weeds is the new one on the other side of the road, as it was just plowed, so the weeds aren't growing in there yet. There we go. You can see the farm all in the distance there waiting for us. Getting close to the end of this process with the Williams family. As this harvest is quickly approaching, the sorghum field will definitely be first. It'll be a month before the soybeans, so we'll get to that before the soybeans, obviously. That didn't make any sense, but that's what we're going to do. All right, we're here. We're just going to stop here, and we'll follow around the farm all with this trailer as well, just in case it needs reloaded multiple times. Let's go ahead and get that filled up and start spraying. One field done, heading back to the other 2. Gonna get those sprayed as well. Going really well so far. Still got 1,300 gallons left. All right, well, it's nice we had Bill do the first one. We're gonna do the second one and probably have Bill finish off with the third one as well. We'll get this unfolded and prepped. These fields are a little smaller now that I've been over there a few times. I think that was a wise purchase for us and really gonna help the bottom line here for this farm. And I'm hoping someday they do buy these bigger fields, because I think it would be a wise decision for them. Go ahead and turn around this way to make sure we don't miss anything. And again, we overbought on herbicide, but they can put it in the storage sheds until next time they need them. It's pulling up the field data here, and it looks like we did pretty good. Just a couple small areas missed that I will go back over and make sure we get them. But yeah, all the weeds taken care of. It's a nice job for the farm mall. Spray some weeds, pull around the sprayer. Definitely has enough power for it. Definitely think that's the right call to utilize this tractor a little bit more. Well, that's about all the work we can get done in June. We just got to wait for some grass to grow and some crops to grow, and we'll rejoin you. We just got done moving all of these bales and cutting all of the grass, so we got a lot here. I think it was 30 bales, something like that, and then we have the other 14 over here. So we're gonna have like 40 some to sell here soon. Oh, we missed a spot. Missed a spot too. And we didn't move this because we're lazy. And we got this all limed and fertilized as well, so it's looking real good with nitrogen. And so now it's just kind of time to wait for the crops to be ready. I think that will be the last time we cut the yard for them. It will be ready probably in October or November. I'll let them do that themselves this time. It's September, and that's a ready sorghum field if I've ever seen one. Needs rolling. All the real farmers that watch this, do you roll your fields? Just kind of wondering. Let's get the harvester ready. Gosh, this grass is almost ready to cut again. We do have an afternoon storm coming in, so I want to get this harvest out of the way as quick as possible, and then we'll work on selling some items. Let's hop in here. Do you want to check the height of this header just to make sure it's going to look good here? Let's get a little closer. Oh, absolutely. I think we're good. Let's go ahead and turn it on and start harvesting the sorghum. Yield's not looking as good so far as soybeans, which is interesting. You'd think it would have been as good, if not better, with the way we've treated this field, but we're getting a little bit of yellow, a little bit of red on the edge here. Hopefully that goes away as we get in the middle and it stays that light green color, that lime-ish green color. Already 20%. Wow, this yield's good. But it doesn't pay as well as soybeans, so Get more of product, but you get paid per bushel less, just the way it is. Now, the most unfortunate thing about this is we don't have 2 bins. We just have 1 bin, and we don't want to mix product in there. So we are going to sell this right away, just in case we hold off on selling the soybeans until price is better. So if we fill up this cart, we're going to have to take it straight to a sales location. Just don't have enough money to buy another bin over there just for a little bit of sorghum. All right, we got the first one done, and off to doing the rest. We'll have Bill take over, and we'll run the cart. So we're about to be full in the cart, so I'm going to look up where we're going to sell this at. Looks like we are going to take it to the train track, so we'll get it completely full, and then we'll take it to the train track, and then we'll have to come back real quick because we're going to lose some time, but the sky's looking like it's cooperating, so maybe this storm's not coming very soon. 350 bushels. Let's get to the train track. Finally made it. Drop off our first load, and I'm sure Bill's back there wondering what's taking me so long. That was a long drive, only 19 miles an hour. I don't know if it's a version of this mod I'm using, but it just stops all the time, and it doesn't like shifting out of second gear like we mentioned before. So weird. Great mod, though. Well, we're back, and the rain has hit, and pretty interesting rain clouds. Doesn't look too dark, so I'm hoping this is a short storm, but we'll get this unloaded. We're going to put the cart under cover. Probably find a place for the harvester as well to keep it as dry as possible, just in case conditions clear up enough for us to finish with harvest today. Another 97 bushels. We'll go get this put inside one of the barns and do the same with the harvester like we mentioned. And then waiting for the storm. It looks like noon, maybe 1 o'clock is when it will stop, so we'll hope it dries up enough by maybe 3. But I think we'll get the silage sold while we're waiting for that. So we'll pull into this barn here and start working on that. There we go. That should work for now. Let's go ahead and get this tractor out of this barn, hooked up to the low loader, get these bales moved and sold. And I think at that point, we'll also pay off the debt. We don't want to pay interest anymore. We've been paying a lot of interest over the last few months. First load, let's go get some cash. And first load. About 36,000, all right. So we got at least 2 more loads, so gosh, over 100,000 today, plus the sorghum. Very nice. Let's go get the other 2 loads. And load number 2 on its way. Yeah, 97,000 now. We'll be close to 200,000 when we get done today. All right, just 4. Oh no, there's a good amount left for the last load. Okay, I was gonna see if we could fit them on, but I think that'll be too much weight. And load number 3. 133. Okay, so we'll probably be close to 150 when we're done with this, but then I don't know how much sorghum is going to be worth, so it'd be cool if we got to 200,000 today. And hopefully this storm is just about done. And the last load. 158. We'll take it. You see, the storm is gone, but the clouds are still here a little bit. We're going to wait it out a little bit longer just to make sure the rain is completely done and let the field dry out a little bit so that the conditions are ideal for harvesting. As ideal as they can be, and looking at the crops, I don't think we can go past today. I think they'll go bad if we don't harvest them today, so it might be a late night, but we got to get it done. All right, we are back at it. Should be good going. Looks like it's struggling just a little bit. All right, there we go. Perfect. All right, let's get back in the grain cart and do our thing. Seems to be having some issues with the combine, just not wanting to get out of first gear. So I'm hoping, I don't know, hoping he figures it out. He was telling me over the radio that it's going so slow that it seems like it might be really messing up the yield, but we'll find out. And taking a look at our yield data, as I mentioned at the beginning of the harvest, it was not as good as it seemed like it should have been. Yeah, it's a little lighter yellow than green, as you see what the soybeans were. So hopefully, yeah, I don't know what that's going to mean, though. It's probably we didn't let it dry out enough is what I'm assuming. Oh, that looks a lot faster. Okay, so apparently We might need to get some maintenance on the combine, because when he went into reverse, it allowed him to get out of first gear when he came back out of reverse. So yeah, I think that's something we'll have to keep in mind before we do the soybeans, is get that to the shop and get a little bit of maintenance done. Should have done that before harvest. Maybe that's why the yield's not as good. And the animation appears to be broken on this gravity wagon too. It looks like it's full, but it's not. It's only 63%. Last time it did not look like that, but it happens. Good news and bad news. We're not done yet, and we're gonna have this cart completely full, and we still have some more to harvest. So I'm gonna fill up the cart all the way and then harvest the rest. We're gonna hook the gravity wagon to the truck so we can get to the station and back a lot quicker. We're running out of time in the day. I just wanna make sure we get there before the train makes its last trip for the day, so we'll figure it out. Oh, my calculation might have been off. We might be able to do it in one more load. All right, let's get back in the combine here. Get this couple spots finished up and fill up the wagon and make that trip. And Bill had to take off to a prior event that they had scheduled with his wife, so I'm finishing up for the day. He's gonna really have to change that schedule when he doesn't have my help. All right, last 25 bushels going in the cart. And with any luck here, it'll all fit. All but 0.4. Are you kidding me? Yeah, we'll just clean that out when we get the maintenance done. That's gonna be like 20 bucks or something. And because we do need to get maintenance, we're gonna put it up here towards the house just so we remember. Right there will work. Just get it off the road. All right, let's go get back in the grain cart. We'll switch it onto the truck, get back to the train station, and see how much money we made today. All right, 350 bushels plus 350 is 700. I was hoping to get over 1,000, but we'll get to the train station, get this deposited, and see how much money we make. Broken record. All right, we have made it here. Let's go ahead and turn in and deposit this. And since what we learned last time, we'll go ahead and get this started, and we'll call the train, because it's going to take it a minute. Oh, and it's going to make a liar out of me. Okay, are you going to stop? And it's running away. We missed it. We're going to have to wait a whole cycle. All right, well, that's all set. We might as well shut the truck off for now. Hey, look, it backed up for us. Oh, nice. Okay, so we do know that we put 700, so that there is something broken. We put 700 liters in, or 700 bushels. And I don't understand. So it did mess us up last time. So why? Start filling, nothing to fill. Go to this one. So weird. So what I'm gonna do is try to trick it a little bit and add more and see if we can get it out, because we definitely are getting ripped off. And I think we'll just sell to the next place that's cheaper for the soybeans. So some bug, this probably has to do, I don't know. I would assume it probably has to do with the mods that we're using and not the map, but we'll go ahead and do sorghum. We'll fill it up and unload it again. And that's what we're going to have to do. Let's get back in the train, try to fill it back up, and see if we can get to that 700 number or close. If we get a little bit more or a little bit less, we'll be okay with it, but not half like we had. That was a little strange. There we go. Filling back up. 706. We're going to take it. We're going to see if this is one that'll let us back up to sell. Let's find out. 6 bushels isn't going to make or break the series. I'm not too worried about that. But we did get ripped off from the soybeans last year, so... Oh, well. I thought we didn't make enough money there. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so we made 40,000, 42,000. Look at our total. Just over 200,000. Oh, let's call the bank right now. Special redemption, 68,038. Paid off with $132,000 left. We did end up spending $4,500 on this very expensive and awesome pressure washer here. So we're gonna get the cart all cleaned up, everything all prepped for next month's big harvest of the soybeans. Very excited. And if we get close to that $400,000 mark, we might figure out something to try to get us to get rid of most of that loan, because it would be nice, but we got a couple months left, October through December. It's been a fun adventure here with the Williams family, and I'm debating doing another series on the same map because I do enjoy it, and I haven't really taken advantage of any of the uniqueness of it and some of the crop types and productions that they do have on here. So we might be brainstorming an idea for another series on Alma, Missouri here. But yeah, this is looking good and cleaned up, and we need to get a little better about our maintenance because got to keep your stuff clean so it lasts longer. What about you? You're not even dirty. There we go. We got some harvesting to do. We got 3 fields that we got to take care of. They're not too big, so it should go pretty quick. We're going to get all that sold, and then we'll have a lot of straw as well, soybean straw that we'll have to pick up. And we have some flying deer. That was interesting. So yeah, we're heading over. The combine's already there. We got it looked at, and it just had a little tune-up done on it on the transmission. So it's looking good. Gonna see how close we can get. Let's check the balance of the big mortgage loan. It's sitting at $421,000. So what we're gonna do at the end of the day is we're gonna decide a certain amount, or the end of the episode. We're gonna decide a certain amount that we want to put towards that loan for them, get it refinanced, get the loan payment a little lower. Maybe not, maybe we'll do the term a little lower so they can get completely out of debt quicker, but I really feel like a couple years of farming on the land that they do have, and they'll be out of it. So let's go ahead and we'll pull over here. Bill's going to be joining me in a little bit, but we're going to get started. Just me to begin with today. Oh yeah, all prepped and prepared. We'll go ahead and do the headland like normal. Give us some room because this is kind of a tight area here with a lot of trees. So we'll probably do 2 headlands so we have plenty of room to turn around and look at that green yield. Wow, and I think that's going to be half of this field's going to be that way, and then the other half's going to be in the yellow. So pretty nice. 12%, 14% already. Oh, we missed a little bit. Let's make sure we get it all. Every penny's going to count today. There we go. Yeah, it's not dropping straw. I must have had my maps confused. So maybe we don't have straw here. Do we have that enabled? Oh, let's enable it. There it goes. Okay, I'm glad we caught that early. Whew. That's some extra cash as well. Yep, there we go. We can start seeing the yellowish light green color in the yield chart. Oh, missed another bit. So that's what we expected. Half of this field was clay and the other half was loam. So that's what you get. The different yield in different areas of the field. But overall, it's looking good at 45% already, 45 bushels. Almost 50 bushels. Great start. We do have a late morning storm coming in. That's why I went ahead and started without Bill this morning. And we're trying to get as much of it done as we can before that rain hits. We figured we were going to have to take another midday break, but everything's really dry right now. We haven't had rain in a few days, so we should be good as long as it doesn't downpour too much on us. In worst case, we'll have to wait a day or two to finish the other fields, but we'll just see how the day goes. Since it's just me here finishing the first headland, I'm gonna finish that off and we'll reverse on over and empty out the hopper. There we go. We should be able to turn sharp enough. Now it would be nice. Let's check the prices. Looking at about $130 a bushel. So 1,000 bushels. That would be pretty cool. I don't think we're gonna get anywhere near that 400,000 mark, but we'll give it a shot. So the headland gave us about 76 bushels. Let's go ahead and get back at it. We'll see what our total is for this field. All right, 70 more bushels here. Gonna get that dropped off, and then we'll start going up and down, open up the field a little bit, and get this done. Hopefully Bill's here, and I'm hoping to get at least this one field done before this rain gets here, and it's gonna be close. Especially with how slow this combine does its unloading. Man, this nice, shiny, clean tractor and cart look great. I'm glad we bought that to maintain it. We got another load here, first time getting a full hopper full here. Probably gonna end up finishing this field by ourselves, so we'll get Bill's help on the next one. Just stop there. Take a little longer. I'm thinking the forecast is saying about another 20 minutes or so. No clouds really yet, but it snuck up on us last month as well, so we'll see. Oh, there's the rain. I think we're gonna go a little bit, fill up this hopper at least. We'll see. It's not coming down too hard yet, but we're just gonna keep plugging away. A little bit of rain's not bad, but once those beans get a little too moist, they'll be hard to harvest and the yield will get affected. And that's some thunder, so might not be out here for much longer. I think that's where we're at. It's coming down pretty hard now, so let's go ahead and we'll unload as much of this as possible and probably get this straight over to the grain sales place. Should have got a cart with a cover. Great demand too. There we go. We were able to fit all the grain in the grain cart. We're gonna find a nice place underneath here to hide underneath the canopy of the trees. Keep this as dry as possible. It's only going to be about an hour-long storm, I believe. So, yeah, that should be good. And let's get this cart put away somewhere as well. Actually, we'll head on over to the grain mill. Just about a full load here. I didn't think we'd get this much on this field. So that 1,000 that we're talking about, it might be possible. Oh, good. This field's cut, so we can just cut right across it, and they won't mind digging into the ground. Oh no, they might be mad at us. Let's see if we can just drive over these tracks. A little bumpy, not bad, but this is the side of the road or the tracks we want to be on, so let's go ahead and you can see the beam of light is where we're going, and watch the money come in. $47,870. So we'll get about 50,000, about 48,000 per cart full. Oh, maybe we'll get 3. That'd be pretty cool. This storm will cooperate. Now we're gonna have to let this dry out a little bit longer. Oh man. All right. Sinking in pretty good right now. Yeah. We'll let it dry out just a little bit more. Well, it's a little after 1 o'clock now, and I feel like that's about as much time as we can lose today. So we're going to get back at it. Hopefully you don't damage this field too much. We'll probably definitely recommend that they plow it or at least cultivate it and not just use the direct drill after this. But conditions are getting better. And they're going to be clear for the rest of the day, so we should be able to get the other 2 fields done as well. Just a little bit left here. And then Bill's going to help us with the other 2 fields. With another almost 70 bushels in here, and the straw on the ground still, this field's going to pretty much pay for itself in the first year, if not a little bit in the second year. So definitely think it was a good investment, and based on this, I feel like the other field is 100% going to pay for itself in one harvest. Not to, I mean, keep in mind that it already paid for itself with the grass we cut. We'll get this all filled up and head on over and meet Bill at the new field. All right, Bill should be getting started on the other field. We're going to head on over and we'll fill this up before we take it in for selling. And lots of straw. It's exciting. And we should see Bill working in the field here in a second. Oh yeah, there you can see. Very nice. Hopefully we get over there before he needs us. Maybe not. Maybe it'd be nice if he got full before we got there. That'd be more money for the Williams family. It's an interesting location to start. We're gonna hold tight right here though. Well, we're at 310 bushels, and I think this is a good time to hand over to the truck to take it in to sell. We're going to do that so it's a lot quicker, and gosh, we're not going to be able to get back in time before the cart's full, but that's why we're going to do it this way. I think now's a good time to do that. We'll go ahead and drop that there, jump in the truck, and run it quickly to the grain sales place. And you probably noticed there in a little montage that it's Mrs. Williams that's helping with the harvest. Not sure where Bill is. All right, we've made it. Let's get another 40-some thousand here. While we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and take a look at the yield chart. Since I'm not running the combine, I haven't been able to really look at that. There's our pH, and here's our, yes, absolutely perfect yield so far. That's what we like to see. All right, 44,000. Let's get back. I haven't quite got the notification that the grain cart is full yet, so we might pull this off. Probably not. I know this isn't realistic, but I want to get it done. I must have missed that notification because they are definitely over here waiting for us. All right, let's get some 90, almost 100 bushels here. Gosh, 217,000, almost 218. 84,000 in harvest income already today. Pretty nice. All right, let's get out of the way here. And we'll work our way down to the bottom of the field by the road and keep doing our job. That Bill, he likes to get away, doesn't he? But it's a family farm. I like to see the whole family participating, and it seems like they probably will be both working the farm once I'm gone. Setting them both up for success. Very nice. All right, Mrs. Williams is doing the last little bit and has plenty of room in the combine, so I'm going to head on over to the next field, get prepped over there, get the truck and the tractor moved over. Not going to be able to finish harvest that way. And away we go on the last field. Bill is now in the harvester, starting this last field. Don't think we're going to get a ton out of it. We're going to definitely fill up this cart and have to take more than one more trip to the store today, but looking good. And we'll definitely have to pick up the straw tomorrow. We're not going to be able to get all of that today. But yeah, quick doing that row. Going to start turning already. We'll meet up down here. This should be pretty quick. Let's go get another 50 grand or so. Let's get this emptied because we know we're going to fill it up. So we'll do that real fast. We're starting to lose daylight too, so let's get moving. We've made it. We're going to do the same thing that we just did. We're going to get this started, then we're going to take a look at the yield data. So far, it's looking exactly the same. So that's good. That's good. 45,000. Let's get back. 262 is our total right now. Starting to lose daylight. We got our lights turned on. Pretty busy harvest day. That rainstorm definitely lost us some time, but we're making up for it. I was hoping to get about 250 bushels, but we're going to be a little short, it looks like. Get this last little spot here. And the grain site is closed for the night, so we're going to have to wait till morning to get this all sold. But let's see what our grand total is. 219.4. So we'll get this put away in the barn for the night and regroup in the morning. It's a November morning. You can see we got Bill already working on mowing the yard, and he's stuck already. Where are you going, dude? Bill is mowing the lawn right now, and we are going to take this grain back to the silo or to the train station, see how much we got there, get it all sold, see where we're sitting financially. Then we got to pick up a lot of straw. All right, $38,000 puts us at $298. Very nice, $298,000. Let's get back. Looks like we drove a little too aggressively with this cart. We're gonna have to do some maintenance on it. That's, yeah, new tires maybe, that axle there. Oh man. Let's get this cleaned up though. Go ahead and put it right here for now. Time to take the baler to go pick up the straw. And there's a lot of it. So one of the things that the Williams family might want to think about is getting a new trailer that can hold a few more bales, because it's going to be a lot of trips on the little baler. And oh man, we need to put the harvester away. All right, here we go. Baling time. Get all this straw picked up so we can get it sold today. And gosh, they need some upgrades. We do need a bigger tractor, I think. And I'll try to talk Bill into that long term. But it'll definitely get us through this season. I think what we're going to do is just rack up as much money as possible for them. And then they can make that decision long term what they want to do with that money. If they want to pay off their mortgage, or if they want to buy upgraded equipment, more fields potentially. But we got their important high bill debt paid off, so they don't have that anymore. So now they just have the smaller mortgage payment every month. And a lot of people keep mortgages. It'd be nice to be debt-free, but that's a thing. So let's get these all picked up and see where we're sitting in a few minutes. Well, we got everything wrapped up in the grass area and all the bales picked up as well, or at least we got the bales created at this point. And we're looking at Bill's new truck, a nice F-350, got it used, and this trailer. Traded in his Bronco, and it only costs about $20,000 after all the upgrades and everything and the trade-in with the value of the Bronco. So a little bit of cash was spent that we didn't really plan on spending, but this is, again, Bill's farm and Bill's money, so his decision here. So we're going to get all these picked up and get them to the sale location and see how much money we're making off of the straw. But it's a pretty cool truck. I'm glad he picked this one out. All right, first load's loaded up, and that's all the bales there that we have left to pick up in this field. So we got the other two fields completely on this trailer and a little bit of this one. So let's head on into town, get this sold, and we'll head back and get the rest. All right, we've arrived. Just get on over here a little bit, and we should be able to get these sold right here. Oh, I got most of them. So 22,000. We'll shift these over just a hair. And another, yeah, good number there. We're at 305. I was hoping for a little bit more for the straw, but it is what it is. Let's go back and get the rest. And about another half load here, so not too bad. So this should be about, 15,000 maybe. Let's go get that sold and find out. And here for the second load. Let's see if we can get this in one go. Let's see. We did. All right, $17,000, 17, almost 18. 323 looks like it will be our grand total at the end of November. Let's head on home and take a rest and sell the silage. So you can see Bill did elect to only cut the grass on this side of the fence, which is okay. That's their decision. We're gonna live with it. We're gonna clean up some of this equipment, get it put away, take a rest, and in December, find out what our grand total is for the Williams family. Well, it is December and the snow is coming down. We have 85 yards of silage that we're gonna head on down to the livestock market to sell. That'll be the last thing we do for the Williams family, and then we'll kind of recap everything. Not going to quite get to the $400,000+ to pay off their debts, but that's okay. We got a great jump start for them in their farming careers. They're in a pretty good financial place moving forward, and I think we succeeded. But let's go find out what that final number is. All right, we've arrived. Let's see what our number is. Oh, that was fast. We're sitting at $362,000. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's head back. Train's been stuck here for a few days. It's probably stealing other people's crops. Well, we're back at the Williams farm packing up our things so that we can head home for the holidays. It's been a great 2 years. Started with no equipment, just $100,000, which was a loan. Get this loaded up here. Got the loan completely paid off. Let's look at their financial situation. Started with a $100,000 loan that was a 60-month loan with a $1,800 payment. We got that taken care of pretty quickly for them. They do have this larger $2,600 a month mortgage with still $418,000 left and 217 payments left on it. So with $362,000 in their account, they can make decisions and they can decide, do we want to sell? They can decide if they want to refinance and lower that payment, make it a shorter term maybe to get completely out of debt. Or they can decide to buy a couple more fields and some more equipment and keep paying that payment because they know they can make that payment every month with the way that they've been managing the farm. So that's not a concern for them. But those decisions will be in their hands moving forward. We're going to head on out back home, decide if we want to move here too. This is a lovely place. I did kind of fall in love with it. So, but I'm Socks Way Up. Thanks for hanging out on this series. I think it was a blast. Let me know what you thought, and I'll catch you on the next episode.